BCom costing methods, problem in abnormal loss, and presented by Economic Law. Unit 3 process costing. In this session we are going to discuss the problems in abnormal loss. In the given problem, a product passes through three distinct processes A, B and C for completion. The normal waste of each process is as follows: process A 3%, process B 5% and process C 8%. The wastage of process A was sold at rupees 0.25 per unit and that of process B at rupees 0.50 per unit and that of process C at rupee 1 per unit. 10,000 units were issued to process A on 1st April 2019 at rupee 1 per unit. Prepare process accounts assuming that there were no opening or closing stock, and also prepare abnormal loss and abnormal gain account. The other costs were as follows: direct materials for process A 1000, for process B 1500 and for process C 500. Direct wages for process A 5000, for B 8000 and for C 6500. Direct expenses for process A 1050, for process B 1188 and for process C 2009. And the actual output for process A is 9500 units, for process B 9100 units and for process C 8100 units. The solution: while writing the solution, that is, we have to write the various process account and we have to write the abnormal loss and abnormal gain account. First we should start with the process A account. First, in the debit side we have to write we have to start with the units introduced. 10,000 units are issued and at the rate of rupees 1 per unit, so multiply 10,000 into 1 we get 10,000. Then material spent in process A is rupees 1000 and labor spent is 5,000, and for other direct expenses incurred in process A is 1050. Then in this case, normal wastage is given in the problem as 3%, that is for 10,000 3% is 300. It's sold at rupees 0.25, so multiply we get 300 into 0.25 we get 75. Then next we have to add the total of the debit side, we get 17,050 rupees for 10,000 units. Then here we have the normal wastage, but we have to calculate here the abnormal wastage. So value of abnormal wastage is, what is the total in the debit side, that is 17,050, minus what is the first item written in the credit side, that is a normal wastage 75 rupees we have to deduct. So we get one value. From we have to get another, we have to find out the units. What we got is that in the form of amount. Now what we are going to deduct, we have to divide this by the number of units, that is 10,000 minus, what is the wastage here, 300 units. So 10,000 minus 300 is 9,700. So 17,050 minus 75 divided by 9,700 into 200. 200 is the abnormal wastage. How to find out the abnormal wastage? How many units are going from getting transferred from process A to B? 9,500. So we have to write that 9,500. So here how many units have been introduced in the, introduced in the process A account? 10,000 units. So from the 10,000 we have to deduct the normal wastage and we have to deduct the output of process A go to as input to the process B, as input in process B, that is 9,500. So 10,000 minus 300 minus 9,500 we get some 200. That 200 is the abnormal wastage. Now we have to find out the value of abnormal wastage. Value of abnormal wastage, it is nothing but 17,050 minus 75 divided by 10,000 minus 300, we get here 9,700 into 200. So what is the value we get? 350. And after that we have to write process B account. From process A we got 9,500 units at the rate of 16,700. 625. You have to calculate from in the previous account, that is here total is 17,050, and here the same total applies in the credit side also. 75 already we got, then we got even 350, then rest of the amount is the balancing figure in process A, which is transferred to process B. So now from in the process B account, we got from process A 9,500 units at the rate of base 16,625. In the same way, even for process B also, we have incurred some expenses like materials, labor and direct expenses. It is given in the problem. All the three are given in the problem, that is as 1,500, 8,000 and then 1,188. It's given according to the problem. Then in the same way how we have worked out in the previous process, that is process A, here also we have normal wastage and process A. What is the normal wastage given in the problem? That is 9,500 units minus here 475 units. So 9,500 into 5 by 100. How many? What is the percentage? 5%. So we get 475. Then here we have to write the total. Now how many units are getting transferred from B to C? 9,100 units. Then we have to add up. We get 9,578. The same amount works. Now we got in the credit side, we got 9,575 as units. So the same units will be applicable here also. So we have to write the rest is the abnormal gain. Then here we have to write the total here. Here process B amount is, process C account 27,300 as already gone, and then 238. Add up, we get 27,538. The same total comes here in the debit side also. Here the difference goes to abnormal gain, that is 75 units and then 225. Then value of abnormal gain is given 16,625 plus 1,500 plus 8,000 plus 1,188. We get 27,313 minus 230, that is normal wastage, divided by 9,500 minus 475. We get here 225. This 225 is the amount, and how many units they have got? 75 units. So here 9,575 is the final total for process B account. In the same way for process B, how many units have been transferred from B to C? 9,100. What is the rate? 27,300. Then in the same way here for process B also, C also we have incurred some expenses like material 500, labor 6,500, direct expenses 2,009. So here how many units have been transferred? What is the normal wastage? 8%. So how many units have been transferred from B to C? 9,100. For that, what is the rate? 8% as the normal wastage. So we get 728. Then abnormal wastage, we have to find out that. Then in process, how much goods are transferred as finished stock? 8,100. We have to find the amount. Then when you add up the total, 36,309 applies to these sides, that is 36,309. And we have to find out the abnormal wastage. Abnormal wastage is 36,309 minus normal wastage amount, that is 728, divided by 9,100 minus 728 into 272. We get 1,156. We have to write that in the abnormal wastage, and the rest goes to process B account. This account, these wherever we have written here in process A and process B, the abnormal wastage or the abnormal gain should be transferred to abnormal wastage and abnormal gain account. Then whatever is the balancing figure should be transferred to profit and loss account in both the accounts. That is, from process A we got 200 and process B 272, and for process process C we got from process B we got 75, and then sale of scrap from A 0.25. Then we have to write the total. Then process C account 1 rupee and process B by profit and loss account 1,184. Then we have to transfer the both the accounts, that is abnormal waste and abnormal gain. For that, we will have to refer this further text.